appreciate the applause. Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Club BRP. Thank you for being with us here tonight. What an incredible moment once again, as we are about to reveal outstanding product news, some of which is the result of months and years of dedicated teamwork and passion. What you will discover has been designed and created to wow our consumers and allow them to live memorable experience. Now let me say a few words in French. Bonsoir tout le monde et bienvenue au Club BRP. Je vous remercie d'être avec nous pour célébrer le lancement des nouveaux produits. Ce qu'on présentera ce soir est le résultat de plusieurs mois et années de travail d'équipe acharné et d'une passion inébranlable pour l'innovation. Ce que nos équipes ont conçu a pour but de créer un wow chez les consommateurs et de leur faire vivre des expériences mémorables. Comme d'habitude, je passerai beaucoup de temps dans le showroom et j'espère avoir l'occasion de vous rencontrer. D'ici là, profitez du moment. Je vous souhaite un bon dévoilement de produits et un super club BRP. Now, what a ride it has been since I saw you last summer in California. 2024 was challenging for the entire industry. What set BRP apart is the fact that we have product line for all seasons and the most complete product lineup in the industry. This is important for us and also for you. We continue to build on that by introducing several new models, such as the much anticipated 4-seat Can-Am Maverick R Max, the Outlander High CC lineup, our Pulse and Origin electric motorcycle, and we tap into the new adventure touring segment with the launch of our 3-wheel Canyon. Our efforts paid off. Today we remain the global leading powersport OEM, and I'm extremely grateful for your collaboration throughout the journey. Thank you. We started 2025 in a strong position relative to last year. Remember, we were the first OEM to focus on inventory reduction. And except for snowmobile, we are on plan. We expect a stronger second half of the year as inventory depletion is almost completed, putting us in a favorable position versus our competitor. What a better way to keep the momentum than to be here at Club to reveal our model year 26 product. I really believe that we are the OEM that is the best positioned in the market, and I'm confident in our ability to further solidify our leadership position. A few words on tariff. One of the challenges we have faced in the first half of the year was the tariff changes. They affected part, accessories, and apparel, and the cost of our vehicles. To limit the impact on you and our customers, we have maintained our pricing on all model year 25 and absorbed the cost. We've been in the business for 80 years. We have dealt with many changing trade patterns and have always managed to find solutions. Tomorrow, we will announce reasonable price adjustment on all our model year 26. The situation remains volatile, and we appreciate your patience as we navigate these changes. Now, I want to share something that happened in July, which makes me very proud. Our design and innovation team was crowned Red Dot Design Team of the Year 2025. This prestigious international recognition is awarded to design teams that have made an impact in their industry and consistently demonstrated exceptional innovation, creativity, and high-quality design. In the past, iconic brands such as Tolly, Apple, Porsche, and Ferrari received this award, which you cannot apply for. I want to congratulate Denis Lapointe, our Chief Design Officer, and his entire team, and thank them for their creativity. Speaking of achievement, later this year we will be celebrating the production of 2 million vehicles in our Juarez facility in Mexico. Think about it, already 2 million, that's unbelievable. And we could not have done this without all of you. Our team is already planning events which will gather colleagues, partners, families, and friends for what would be memorable celebration later this fall. I look forward to it. Another moment that I look forward to is our Yellow Day. Last June marked the 3rd anniversary of our Ride Out Intimidation program, in which we have invested over $10 million so far. By joining efforts with all our stakeholders, we have generated concrete results in the communities where we operate. We now have 35 partners. We have made difference in 731 schools. This is significant when we know that 1 out of 3 children experience intimidation in their school environment, and our action have helped 385,000 individuals in 15 countries. So mark your calendar for our next Yellow Day on November 20th. I am proud of what we have accomplished so far, and I count on all of you to participate in November 2025. Before introducing our next speaker, allow me to say a few words on the recent announcement of my upcoming retirement. I am pleased to be here, and knowing that this is my last stop, make me appreciate it even more. No big surprise, I will be in the showroom until it closes, where I hope to speak with many of you. My team came up with a plan for you to participate in building a souvenir photo album that I will share with you. So if during club we take a picture together, or if you have all one on your phone, you can scan the dedicated QR code and upload them. In addition, a video booth is available in the showroom. You can go in there and record a message for me. We'll have a chance to toast to my retirement during celebration night. I really look forward to it. And to kick this off, I will do what many teenagers do. I will take some group selfie. Stay tuned for a few moments. I'm not too good at this. To conclude, BRP is the leader in the industry and we have great momentum. We are uniquely positioned to come out on top when the industry recovers. Here what gave us an edge over our competitor. All of you, part of our outstanding dealer and distribution network. Our diversified product portfolio, our manufacturing footprint, and our iconic brand, Ski-Doo, Lynx, Sea-Doo, Can-Am, and Rotax. Our team remains committed to bringing our product to the next level. You can count on us. Continue pushing technology and innovation so we remain the leader in the industry. In addition, we want to further elevate our brands, and you will have a role to play in this. We'll tell you more tomorrow during the business meeting. Time for me to formally introduce a member of our management committee, Mr. Mintan Tran. He has been our Executive Vice President Global Corporate Strategy since 2022. In January, he accepted the additional responsibility of Global Product Strategy. Following Bernard Guy retirement, he joined BRP in 2013 when we became a public company with a solid experience in the banking industry. Since then, he has made his mark with his strong business acumen and strategic mindset. He is a great team player, and important fact, he is very passionate about our product. However, rumor has it that sometimes he has hard time staying on the trail. I heard about that. Kidding aside, his focus in the next few years will be to continue managing our strong product lineup strategy in North America and raise the bar for international market. You can expect more product tailored to global consumer need. This is key to our long-term strategy. Mintan will be in the showroom during the entire event. I encourage you to go meet him and introduce yourself. Thank you. Mintan, the stage is yours.
Welcome to Club BRP 2026. I'm super excited to be here. Thanks for being in Boston with us. And I'd just like to give a special shout out to the people online. It's going to be a great club. All right, let's face it. It was quite unlikely for me to be standing here today. When's the last time you saw a Wall Street banker trading his suits for some Can-Am jerseys and hitting the bud? At least now I got so much more swagger, I believe, than we have dressed. Making this even more special is the story of my first ever product trial, which Jose seems to not have forgotten. I was riding one of our snowmobiles in beautiful Finland. I was in the zone. This was my moment. I was gonna say, I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna show everyone I'm a real product guy. I made it, mommy. I made it. Next thing you know, I wiped out on a turn and ended up in a snowbank. Talk about making a first impression of in front of my new boss and colleagues. But the bottom line is, our products is what unites us. Either with friends or colleagues, we get moving on all terms. And in my case, as a father of 3 young kids, riding our Defender with them after school creates our best memories. I'm thrilled to be leading our global product strategy team to continue building on our reputation as innovators and turning what if into reality. Our commitment is based on 3 pillars. The first one is about insights. Over the years, we have spent time with customers, dealers, and ambassadors to better understand the needs and how they use our products. This led to the creation of industry firsts, such as the IBR system on Sea-Doo. We've launched purpose-built vehicles such as the Can-Am XMR package, the 6x6, and everything in between for farmers, ranchers, and racers. And we're seeing incredible momentum. Take the example of the Can-Am XMR. We heard you loud and clear 50 years ago. There was a need for a new product to perform on very demanding playgrounds, and the XMR came to life on the Outlander ATV. Today, more than 30% of the big bore ATV sales are XMR, and Can-Am is #1 in that segment. Fish Pro, a product that was created by spending time with fishing enthusiasts. And today, we have a growing community of sea anglers. Just a few months ago, there was a huge gathering of close to 100 passionate riders in New Zealand for 4 days of fishing in the middle of the ocean. What a success story. The second one is about launching market-shaping products. The risk we took over the years paid off. We shook up the snowmobile industry with a trailblazing rail platform. We reinvented categories with the Sea-Doo Spark and Switch pontoon. We jump-started the three-wheel movement, and we went all in with side-by-sides, introducing new models every 6 months for 4 years straight. And we could not have done it without you by our side. Your commitment to our products has played a pivotal role in our success. And the good times will keep on rolling. In the past 3 years alone, we have invested over $1 billion in R&D. So we will continue to bring purposeful products to the market, to make unexpected moves, always putting our riders first. Since joining BRP, I've invested a lot of time traveling around the world to get a better appreciation of local markets and dynamics. The world, as you all know, is constantly evolving, and one thing is for sure though, the one-size-fits-all is not the solution. So we'll design and develop specific products for specific regions to keep on growing globally. Now we know the competition is fierce, but we're unstoppable. We'll up our risk-taking, and we count on you to always push us to raise our game. The last pillar, but not the least, is all about experience. We introduce well-defined and thought-out packages that bring value to our customers at the right cost. We design accessories at the same time as the engine and vehicle for perfect integration, and we will step up and enhance the connectivity experience. And as you will see during the business meetings, we'll announce changes to solve some pain points and make our customer lives easier. So you can count on us to improve our offering so that our customers can experience the best outdoor adventures. All right, enough with the corporate speeches. Let's get down to the fun stuff, starting with Can-Am on-road. Season in Model Year 25, starting with the official launch of our two-wheel electric motorcycles, the Pulse and Origin. While EV adoption has been slower, we are proud to have set the bar high and put Can-Am at the front of the pack, and we did it in less than 6 months. The excitement and intrigue around these new EVs has been felt far and wide. Let's take a look. In the electrification of power sports, we want to create and lead the momentum. So to build demand and drive traffic in dealerships, we are taking actions with game-changing price reductions across our EV lineup. For electric motorcycles, we're talking about $3,000 MSRP reduction on our 2026 models. Can-Am Pulse will now start at $10.99, and the Can-Am Origin will now start at $11,499. This is our way to jumpstart the movement by making our EV products more accessible to more riders. Now, creating new categories and new ways to move is what we do at BRP, which is why we also invented the three-wheel category and changed the landscape of the open road. Model year 25 marked our first entry into the adventure riding segment with the launch of a brand new lineup, our rugged, tactical Can-Am Canyon three-wheel adventure bikes, including the top-of-the-line Red Rock, our first ever three-wheel vehicle to feature Smart Shocks semi-active suspension. And in 2026, we're continuing to show our true colors with traffic-stopping new colors in our Spider lineup. From new EVs to new adventure bikes, to new colors and beyond, we're still feeling the rush of all the adrenaline and related fuel inspiration as we work on developing new innovation that will knock the socks off more and more riders, just like Can-Am has been doing ever since 1973. We're not slowing down one bit, and adventure has only just begun. And we believe adventure is for everyone, regardless of skill level or age. In fact, some of our most qualified potential riders are in the 50-plus segment. They have the time, they have the money, and they're looking for new hobbies. So when people reach that turning point in life and decide it's time to seize the day, let's make Can-Am 2 and 3-wheel top of mind for them. Life is short, but the adventures are endless. Let's make sure we ride them all. Have a great club, and I'll see you in the showroom.
Could not be happier to be here with all of you tonight in beautiful Boston. Now, in model year 26, Sea-Doo is continuing to innovate at full throttle, driving the evolution of the Sea-Doo life and bringing it to more people around the world. From an affordable Spark to a fully loaded Switch, Sea-Doo continues to provide world-leading products for your favorite bodies of water. Now, let's kick off the product news with personal watercraft, where our 2026 lineup is set to carry on an epic story that has spanned more than half a century and made Sea-Doo the #1 personal watercraft brand worldwide. Plus, thanks to some exciting new technology, this season's lineup is also anchored in a more connected experience, as you're about to see. kick-ass 2026 Sea-Doos. Now, just like with all of our brands, our goal at Sea-Doo is to forge strong connections between riders and their vehicles. Our research shows that up to 65% of all Sea-Doo rides involve the use of a smartphone. We also learned that riders would like it if they didn't have to take out their phones during a ride to do things like manage music, consult navigation charts, or simply find their friends. Our solution to that? Our 10.25-inch touchscreen display. This intuitive, yeah, you like the display, I do too. This intuitive and customizable display comes loaded with smart connectivity functions that are designed specifically for Sea-Doo riders, like driving statistics, music, marine maps, and more. And for an enhanced navigation experience, subscription-based Navionics marine chart upgrades are available directly in the BRP Go app. Launched last year on the GTX Limited, our riders will be happy to hear that this premium display will now be added to 1/3 of the entire Sea-Doo lineup. What do you think about that? Dream team of the touchscreen display and the BRP Go app, riders around the world will be able to record all their adventures, locate nearby beaches and marinas, and keep track of everyone in their group on the map. But that's just the beginning. We're always aiming to give Sea-Doo riders more bang for their buck. That's why this season, more models will be sporting some of our most popular features, like our hydraulic steering damper, which will now be offered on the Fish Pro Trophy, and our intelligent debris-free system, which will now come standard on the GTI SE. And you know it's not a new Sea-Doo season if we aren't wowing you with new colors. These two units are just a glimpse of what you can look forward to, so keep your eyes peeled. Personally, I can see myself on this sweet blue RXBX 325 with that matching seat. Yeah, totally my jam. All right, well, this was just a quick dip into the ever-evolving, ever-expanding Sea-Doo personal watercraft story. For the deep dive, just head into the showroom later on. In the history of the Sea-Doo brand, 2022 was a pivotal year. That's when we stepped out of the box and into the pontoon market. Modern, adaptable, accessible, and fun for the whole family, Switch is the pontoon with the heart of a Sea-Doo, delivering unmatched value and versatility. And okay, that's not just my biased opinion. Feedback is our fuel. And Switch owners have shared loads of feedback about what makes it their pontoon of choice. From the amazing agility and stopping power, to the highly customizable layout and innovative accessory options, to the award-winning design that turned traditional pontoon styling on its head. Boaters who have discovered the unique experience that the Sea-Doo Switch delivers have never looked back. And we know we're only skimming the surface of its potential. We believe Switch can and should be the #1 pontoon on the market. And to help us reach that goal, we have continued to listen to your feedback on how we can make your experience better. We started last year by reeling in avid anglers with the Switch Fish Package and tripled the warranty coverage on the engine and materials on all models. And in model year 26, you'll find updates designed to deliver more value for your money, help you stretch out your time on the water, and unlock more enjoyment for everyone on board. Now let's get down to business. One big upgrade you've been telling us would help you have even more fun on your Switch is more power. So, hang on to your handlebars because in 2026, select models will boast a Rotax Ace 1630 engine with 300 horsepower. Yeah. With higher top speed, better acceleration, faster on-plane time, and less impact on performance due to onboard weight, you're probably going to need a new word for fun. And listen up, you'll also be able to have more fun for longer because all 300 horsepower Switch models will also offer 60% more fuel capacity for a total of over 45 gallons or 176 liters. Yeah, baby. Now, if your idea of an upgrade means being wired for sound, and I know the band's gonna love this one, we've got great news for you too. Select Switch Cruise and Sport models will now come equipped with a new tech package, and that's standard from the factory. For starters, we're talking a BRP premium audio system with 2 corner tables, each of those with 2 JL audio speakers, and one of those also sports an amplifier and subwoofer. What's more, these same models will also come pre-wired for 2 additional corner tables, making it possible to have up to 8 speakers on board. I'm going to be watching for my invitation to the party. The new tech package not only amps up your audio experience, but it also significantly reduces installation time and cost compared to purchasing these items as an accessory. Of course, the tech package also includes our 10.25-inch touchscreen display. And again, that's a standard feature from the factory. And there's a boatload of other updates and conveniences we've added to the Switch lineup for model year 26. Boaters can look forward to rear corner doors on the Cruise package, an adjustable handlebar on all 230 and 300 horsepower models, a new double bimini as well as bimini lift assist on select Cruise packages, and finally, the much requested depth finder across the entire lineup. Nobody likes depth finder. Yeah. We also know that being able to accessorize and customize your Switch is a key part of the experience. So we designed our 2026 accessory lineup to answer your requests for more comfort and protection, more convenience, and more fun. For example, when you want to stretch out the boating season for as long as possible, our new front Dodger is the perfect solution, offering superior protection from wind and water from the helm station aft. It will allow you to ride that wave of summer fun right into the cooler weather in total comfort. And since you'll be staying out on the water for longer, those tummies might start to rumble. Well, pack your hibachi, because now when hunger strikes, just install the new barbecue table, toss on those burgers, and get cooking. Woo! Yeah, burgers! But we're adding more than just new features and accessories in model year 26. We're also expanding the lineup with the introduction of 2 new models. An 18-foot Switch Cruise Limited with, of course, 300 horsepower, and as well as a 13-foot Switch Fish 170. As always, to get up close and personal with all of these updates and much more, you know what to do. Just head into the showroom later where all of our product experts will be waiting for you. And so, the Sea-Doo story continues. There's a unique feeling you only get when you're out on the water. And our model year 26 lineup of personal watercraft and pontoons makes it easier than ever to connect to that feeling. As long as there's water to play on, we promise to keep designing products that help you live your best Sea-Doo life. Now, who's ready for some incredible product news from Can-Am Off-Road? Hold on. I said, who's ready for some incredible product news from Can-Am Off-Road? All right, Sandy, get on up here.
Put your hands together for the president of Power Sports, Sandy Scollier!
Hello everyone. Happy to be here to take you on a ride through all the exciting playgrounds where Can-Am Off-Road will be adventuring in model year 26. Whether you spend your days wrangling herds on the ranch or racing to stay ahead of the pack on the trails or dunes, there is no job too tough and no trail too rough for a Can-Am. From industry firsts and even some world firsts to upgrades and innovations across the board, this season more than ever, our ATV and side-by-side lineups are just made to be unstoppable. They are built to prove it. Let me show what I mean. Starting with some big news for our Can-Am ATVs. Our road to electric started in 2023 with the Ski-Doo Expedition and Grand Touring snowmobiles and continued in model year 25 with the launch of our two-wheel electric motorcycles, the Can-Am Pulse and Origin. Our plan for electrifying our product lineups continues in model year 26. Once again, we're charging into new terrains. Get ready to power up with the 2026 Can-Am Outlander Electric. Band, hold off here for a second while we listen to the silence. Thanks for joining us. You realize that you just rode up here the world's first mass production electric Outlander. How does that feel?
You know, Sandy, it's hard to express what a unique experience it is to ride a silent Outlander. I honestly didn't know what to expect, and I was truly blown away by how it made me notice and experience my surroundings differently. It's so wild to be blasting along and all you hear is rocks flying up behind you. And the silent ride is just one feature. The Can-Am team packed this EV with everything they knew riders like me would expect from an Outlander.
And that's right. It makes zero compromises of performance or capabilities. Class-leading suspension, ground clearance, towing capacity, rack capacity, it's all in there.
Well, Sandy, being first is only fun if you're also the best. And I can confirm the Can-Am team has definitely nailed both of those.
It all starts with our Rotax e-Power unit, delivering 47 horsepower with instant torque and incredible control.
You say 47 horsepower, but with that stump-pulling EV instant torque, it really does feel like way more.
And at the heart of it is an 8.9 kilowatt-hour lithium-ion battery, giving you up to 50 miles or 80 kilometers of range. That's more than enough to plow through your chores. And Regen technology helps to maximize your range as well.
When you're running low, the battery charges from 20 to 80% in less than an hour, using a 6.6 kilowatt charger. So by the time your lunch break is over, it's ready to go.
And just like on our Pulse, an Origin electric motorcycle, the battery, motor, inverter, and charger are all liquid cooled. Liquid cooling is the superpower that maximizes your EV performance, and it reduces the charging time. And it gives the Outlander Electric an operating range of -20 to +40 degrees Celsius. That's -4 to 104 Fahrenheit. And the cherry on the sundae, a 5-year warranty on the battery.
Sandy, based on my experience, there's no question it can get the job done. But what I also want to tell our audience is just how drivable it is. I had a chance to rip down the trails, get the front wheels up, and I even threw it into low and just did a little rock crawling just to see how it handled. The thing did so dang great. It really did surprise the heck out of me, and all of you will experience the same thing when you get to take one out.
The entire Rotax e-Power system has been calibrated for precision maneuvers, and it includes when you're backing up. You can change direction on the fly with just the touch of a button, and without taking your hands off the handlebar. It's a total game changer when you're plowing or trying to move around in a tight space.
And when you say on the fly, you mean it, because I can reverse even when I'm moving forward of up to 12 miles an hour. It's another phenomenon that riders really have to experience for themselves.
Now, we also improved the cockpit experience with an all-new 5-inch color display, high quality and loaded with convenient features. So, why did you think of that?
I loved it. I can clearly see all my key settings and riding metrics now, and I can even use it to manage my battery charging. Plus, the quality of it just adds a very nice premium look to the whole vehicle. I also really like that the pod light shows me whether the vehicle is running or charging. It looks distinctive and it's super handy.
So here's something else that's handy. The huge range of accessories you can add on to customize your ride. There are more than 120 that are compatible with this vehicle, including tracks and plows, just like every Outlander. Well, Asta, you think we've given the audience a big enough jolt of excitement about the brand new Outlander EV?
Definitely. I won't say I was skeptical, but I will say that I'm stoked that this is a true Outlander in every sense of the word. Can-Am nailed it.
And I can't ask for better than that.
Now, since we're talking about industry-leading innovations, I gotta ask you about something else. I heard that Can-Am is launching yet another industry first this season. Smart shocks on the Outlander XTP, is that true?
It is indeed. For model year 26, for the first time ever in the industry, we put smart shocks on an ATV. It's available as an option on the Outlander XTP, and it will come standard on the limited package.
Nice. Not only does Smart Shocks deliver the industry's fastest suspension response, but I also like that it has different driving modes. Comfort, Sport, and Sport Plus, which is great when you really want to get rowdy. Just when you thought the Gentry platform couldn't get any better. All right, Sandy, I'll let you get on with the show, and I'll see all you later in the freaking showroom. Let's go.
Thanks, Austin. It's been a blast. Catch you later. Then, once again, hold off and let the audience appreciate the silence. Outlander 850 and 1000R big bore platform. And now in model year 26, in response to our customers' needs, we decided to push the big bore even more. Because whether they're working in punishing conditions, hauling heavy cargo, towing, or all of the above, our 6x6 riders have made it clear. They need the biggest, baddest 6x6 around. One that's made to crush every task and conquer any terrain. So we built a beast that's tough enough to take on the terrain so wild and unforgiving, most riders wouldn't even dare to go there. When you want to forge your own path, power through anything, and haul anything along for the ride, this one is made for you. Meet the all-new 2026 Outlander 6x6 Backcountry 1000R.
So, Sandy, what do you think of my ride?
What a monster.
That it is for sure. Built on a platform with unstoppable power and torque, with serious suspension and ground clearance, plus a beast of a box made for the toughest job. It's the ATV every hardcore user has been waiting for. So, Sandy, why don't we show the audience what it's made of?
Let's do that. At the heart of it is the big board platform you first met in model year 25. Packed with industry-leading horsepower, torque, towing capacity and rack capacity, topped off by leading suspension travel and ground clearance.
Powering that monster is a Rotax 1000cc V-twin engine, which, let's remember, was the first ever to pass the triple-digit horsepower mark at 101 HP. Combine that with a new silky smooth P-drive primary clutch, and you get a throttle response that's super precise in any conditions.
Then we added the all-wheel drive system with Visco 6-lock, Can-Am's all-grip, no-slip, front-locking diff. With just a flick of a switch, you have all 6 wheels fully locked and pulling you through to the other side of the terrains that would be otherwise unthinkable.
Also, helping you cruise right over all that rough stuff is class-leading suspension and handling. Arched A-arm both front and rear give the Outlander 6.6 13 inches of ground clearance and close to 10 inches of suspension travel all around. Those are both top of the class. And to control all that travel, Sandy, Showa IFB gas shocks.
That's right, the first ever 6x6 to come with gas shocks. So you'll be able to take on the toughest terrain in full control and comfort.
The awesome suspension design plus the longer wheelbase add up to the most comfortable and capable 6.6 ever to roll off a factory floor. Then we gave it a suit of armor with a fully heavy-duty front bumper, full skid plate, footwell protectors, front and rear A-arm protectors and guard, plus a 3,500-pound winch with synthetic rope.
It sounds like a tank, Chris.
Yeah, but way nicer to drive. Trust me.
We know users also expect next-level towing and hauling capacities. Well, we got you covered with a massive 1,000-pound capacity dump box. That is another industry best, but there's a lot more to it than just how much it can haul. It's also incredibly versatile. With sidewalls you can easily remove in a few seconds without any tools, allowing you to fit any oversized cargo. Plus, you'll find loads of attachment points for all your link accessories or tie-downs.
Sandy, now we gotta talk about those tires. 30-inch XPS iron forks, mounted on aggressive-looking 14-inch beadlock wheels, and nice big brakes.
And you've got 2 different packages to choose from, the DPS and the backcountry, as well as 3 engine options, the 700, the 850, and the 1000R. And all with the same big box in the back. By the way, for riders wanting a highly capable Outlander with kick-ass perks, more ground clearance, and more capacity in tough terrains, The backcountry package is also available in the 4x4 version. Complete with the same 30-inch tires and 14-inch beadlock wheels, HPG gas shocks, and an exclusive multi-cam black coloration.
Okay, now that's a lot of features and novelty we just threw at our audience. So let's recap the key takeaways. A brand new Monster 6x6 with 101 HP, huge factory installed tires, and an adaptable box with 1,000-pound capacity.
Looking forward to seeing what our riders can do with it. You know, when it comes to our ATV business, quite simply no other OEM has invested the way we have. From lineup revamps, refreshes, to totally new platform launches, and now to the world's first mass production electric ATV, as well as the first ever ATV with smart shocks. We're putting everything we've got into giving our riders more of what they want, need, and expect from their Can-Am ATVs. Now, since we're on a roll here, Chris, what do you say we buckle up and move to side by side?
Let's rock on!
When you want to kick things up a notch, nothing takes you for a joyride like a Can-Am side by side.
And where the red line is, our Maverick X3 lineup continues to lead the pack. Since its introduction in 2017, the X3 has ruled the podium and it's got a stack of trophies to prove it. Now, in model year 26, in addition to some nice refreshes across the lineup, we're also hitting the trails.
Meet the mean machine that's purpose-built to conquer the trails, the 2026 Can-Am Maverick X3 X Package.
A proven class-leading Rotax 135 horsepower turbo engine under the hood, then Fox 2.5 podium RC2 piggyback shocks all around, so you'll have no problem when those trails are showing you no mercy. Then we added some serious protection, like foot skid plate, full roof, complete aft doors, and a front bumper with heavy-duty winch and synthetic rope.
And then there's the #1 request from our X3 riders, infotainment integration. Yes. Our solution, our 10.25-inch touchscreen display with a new rear camera, built-in GPS, and our new Group Ride feature. For Group Ride, riders in select countries will be able to see and keep track of their riding buddies, even when they're off-grid without a cellular network.
In addition to seeing your friends, you'll also be able to see other Can-Ams that aren't in your group, so you're always aware of your surroundings. And by the way, all model year 26 Can-Am off-road vehicles with infotainment will have the same awesome new Group Ride feature.
And finally, to make the adventure even more epic, we've repriced the Maverick S3 DS Turbo to $19,999 for model year 26. Under 20. Plus, we've doubled the 6 months warranty to a full 12 months. And folks, that doesn't only apply to this model. That's on every ATV and side-by-side in the Can-Am lineup.
Wow. Now, that is what we mean when we talk about creating serious value. Love it, Sandy.
I couldn't agree more. On this, Chris, we'll see you shortly. Of course, off the trails, you already know that the Maverick X3 is a champion of all rock crawlers. It's the high performance built for anything badass that dominated the King of the Hammers 3 years in a row. Then in 2024, our fierce Maverick cars storm onto the scene at the KOH and, with Kyle Cheney behind the wheel, made jaws drop by taking first place in the UTV Rock Race. And it was also the first vehicle ever to jump back door, a steep, rocky climb that challenges the abilities of even the most skilled off-road drivers and vehicles. This year, the unstoppable duo of Kyle and the Maverick car made history in the toughest class in the Race of Kings, the Ultra 4400. By stealing first place right out from under all those $250,000 custom-built race cars. That takes something pretty incredible. So for model year 26, we took all the true grit of the industry's most powerful side-by-side and made it even grittier. Strap in. Get ready to crush the rock crawling world with the most premium side-by-side the world has ever seen. And who better than Kyle Cheney himself to drive it up here? With a little modifications, I guess?
Yeah, that's right. And the really nasty parts, it basically crawled over everything like it was nothing.
Now, speaking of which, you gotta tell us about this now famous climb, or should I say, jump. In 2024, that blew everyone away.
Yeah, it had never been attempted before, but after driving the Maverick R, I knew it was a different beast, so I just sent it, and the rest is history.
This is just amazing. Can't wait to see what crazy stunt you're gonna pull off at the next King of the Hammer. And I'm hearing you're headed for a new exciting adventure.
Yeah, in January, I'll be teaming up with Hunter Miller, Chalico Lopez, Jeremiah Gonzalez Frioli at the 2026 Dakar Rally. It's definitely a new experience for me, and I can't wait.
This is exciting stuff. And I know we'll be following this all along. It was great talking to you, Kyle. We'll see you in the show. Thank you.
See y'all later.
Kyle Cheney, everyone. So let's get into the specs a bit more. It all starts with a brute of an engine, the Rotax 999T, our most powerful in the side-by-side segment at 240 horsepower. Then, we fitted the beefed-up dual-clutch transmission with lower gear ratio for better low-speed control. Combine that with a new rock driving mode for maximum traction, including a dedicated smart lock mode, and you'll quickly discover that the new XRC isn't out to play, it's out to win. Talking about winning, when you want to be the first to get to your next riding spot, just activate the new launch control mode feature and you'll be off like a shot. Now, I know some of you have your eyes on these tires and no, you're not seeing things. Those are an industry first, from factory, 35-inch XPS Hammer King rock climbing tires, so you can leave every obstacle eating your dust. Add a factory-installed steering damper, a full skid plate, anti-intrusion bar, premium audio, and optional smart shot technology, and you have a serious machine that's ready to play hard. It's available in 2-up and a max configuration. The 2026 XRC completes the playground where Maverick dominates desert, dune, and now rock. Drivers, let's get these off the stage and into tonight's favorite playground, our showroom. You know, we always save the biggest news for last. So, who remembers when we launched the very first Can-Am Defender back in 2016? It was a lot more than just a game changer. Right out of the gate, the Defender set the bar for performance, reliability, and comfort. And it's been a dynamic decade since then, with introductions like our hugely successful cab HVAC, the Defender Pro with the long box, the 6x6 with the industry's best traction, and the super capable XMR, just to name a few highlights. Whether you're working, hunting, or just cruising around, the Defender has always been the one that stands for true value, that's engineered to outperform and built to last. And here we are in 2026, the 10-year anniversary of that very first hardworking Defender. You know what? We think that calls for something big.
It's a whole new day for the Can-Am Defender, and boy, is it a good one.
And it looks like it means business.
Right? As you can see, it's still got that pure Defender DNA. We did not want to mess with that. but we've upgraded pretty much everything for the 10-year anniversary. With leading ground clearance, suspension travel, torque, towing, cargo capacity, and noise reduction. It's a lot more than just more capable. It is simply the best Defender we've ever built.
Proof point number one, a new chassis that's been toughened up to take the most demanding work and play scenarios without flinching an inch. Next, every component of the suspension is now bigger, tougher, and more robust, from the suspension arms to the bearing, wheels, hubs, knuckles, and to the nuts and bolts.
And that's just for starter. New AA arm, front and back, dishing out class-leading 12 inches of suspension travel, drastically improving stability and performance.
Honestly, the best way to put that suspension to the test is to put it to work. Load up that box with a quarter ton, put it in gear, and you'll feel it instantly.
Yep, no more squeak, no more maintenance on any of your suspension components, and a smoother and better ride all around. All that, and we haven't even opened up the hood yet, so let's do that. Driving the 2026 Can-Am Defender is a totally new, built from the ground up, 999 triple-cylinder Rotax Ace engine, the HD11, cranking out 95 horsepower and 70 pound-feet of torque.
That's huge, and that's key. You know, we always put a lot of focus on the horsepower, which makes sense, of course. But in a work environment, torque is the name of the game, and this is a torque monster.
Yes. The CVT transmission, also brand new. We improved the durability, reliability, and performance of every component, as well as the gear engagement. So now, shifting is smooth as butter, thanks to the P-Drive with rollers. Same heavy-duty technology you will find on high-horsepower Maverick models.
And if you're wondering about stopping power, we've added new, larger disc brakes, and we've even redesigned the brake pads for better performance and feel.
And Sandy, we have to talk about that new cargo box.
For sure. When you need to load up, it's custom made for multitasking. D-rings to secure your load, tons of link attachments and configuration options, and even a 12-volt power outlets. We also know that for many riders, sundown doesn't mean like it's time to clock out. We've added the brilliant new LED lighting all around, as well as clever new backup lighting, so you can see what's behind you, even in the dark.
All right, let's get inside the cab next, because there you will find your dream dash. One of the biggest upgrades here is the infotainment display with built-in GPS. It comes standard on all Limited and Lone Star model, and it's available as an option on XT and XT cab. It's got all the bells and whistles you just heard about on the Maverick XRC, including camera. We added a rear camera right across the Defender lineup, and with Lone Star package, there's also a front camera. And by the way, both Limited and Lone Star packages also include premium audio feature.
So I'm sure you're getting by now the idea that the new old Defender gives you more of everything. But there's actually one area where it's specifically designed to give you less, and that's noise and vibration. While it's an area where the Defender already excels, we were still able to cut the noise level by half again, easily a category best.
Wow, so you've got a quieter, more comfortable ride, and all your controls right at your fingertips with improved dash, touchscreen display, you know what, Sandy? I may never want to get out of it.
And with that in mind, we also improve all the ergonomics, from redesigned seats to, check this out, a quick tilt steering wheel that you can move completely out of the way, making it easier to get in and out of your vehicle.
Wow, I love that feature. That's what we call meaningful innovation for our customers. And for our cab models, the HVAC system is critical, especially in those markets that struggle with high heat during their workday. Here again, we aim straight for the top with massively improved cooling capacity, efficiency, and airflow. We actually double the airflow capacity, so you'll be able to work through those sizzling hot summer days like there's nothing.
And of course, we can't forget about the all-important accessories. We've got over 200 different ones that fit the new Defender, and more than 100 that are new in model year 26, including some smart accessories that can be controlled right from the cockpit.
Sandy, I feel we could go on all night. There's so much stuff to cover on this new platform, but I know we gotta wrap things up quickly. So I encourage everyone to catch the What New session tomorrow to get all the details from our product experts.
I want to say once again just how proud and excited we are to be celebrating the 10-year anniversary of the Defender with the addition of this incredible HD11 engine to our existing lineup. Great way to pay homage to the brand.
Absolutely. And it's also a good opportunity to remind everyone that Defender HD7, 9, and 10 on the current platform are still available.
And what's more, we have made some impressive price adjustments. Listen to this. Namely, the Defender HD9 at $14,299. And on the new platform, the Defender Cab XT HD11 at $29,999 is priced lower than last year's lowest cab HVAC model. And by the way, as we speak, production of this new platform has started, and you should see some units hitting the showroom very soon.
Wow, very exciting stuff. In 2026, Can-Am is going to be more unstoppable than ever.
They're here to ask you, how bad do you want it? Every challenge, every setback, every, I don't have time for this, every, not again. They're not barriers. They're gut checks. Testing your will. Testing your hunger. The road's not blocked. This is the road. And with Can-Am, the only limits are the ones you set. Can-Am, unstoppable.
Hey Chris, how about we keep the unstoppable vibe going by making our exit something else new?
Of course, you bet.
The 2026 Defender XMR.
I'll go wait for you in the XMR. See you in the showroom.
As you can see, we still have lots more product news, and it's all waiting for you in the showroom, which is where we're headed in a moment with our driver, Mintan. Thank you for being here with us tonight, and of course, as always, for your unwavering commitment to our brands. You're the reason we're here, and the reason we get to celebrate our successes. I look forward to celebrating much more with all of you, both at Club and the seasons ahead. Now tonight was all about the product, but tomorrow we get down to business. So I will see you all bright and early tomorrow morning at the business meeting. We'll see you in the showroom in a few minutes.